Hi everyone, it is the night of the sleep study and I am tired enough that I could just fall asleep now, but I'm not going to. Or I'm going to do everything I can to stop myself from doing that because I'm not supposed to. What I need to be doing is like getting ready, getting packed up. There's not a whole lot to bring, but there are some things that I should have, and I need to like read that again and get it ready. So, I don't know what this video is going to end up looking like. I'm just going to get footage, and either I'll be comfortable putting it up here, and it'll be like a vlog type video, or I won't, and it'll be like a story time type thing. We'll just see what happens. The
time is 3:11 p.m.
And my ride's coming at 6:30 to take me over there. I'm supposed to be there at 7:30. I don't know that it's going to take us an hour to get there, but he said 6:30, so I'm like, okay, I'll be ready. Listen to this. I don't know if you can hear this. We're having a thunderstorm in Oregon. This never happens. It happened a couple of days ago, like last week, and now it's happening now. I'm like, this happens all the time in the Midwest where I used to live. This does not happen here. Of course, I remember last year, I took like the first week of April off, and I was supposed to go back into work on April 11th, but I got a call from my preferred ride service back when they could actually do more than not. I mean, they've never been 100%, but sometimes it works out better than others. Anyway, they called me the morning of the 11th when I'm supposed to go back into work and say, we're going to have to cancel on you. There's snow coming down and, like, ice on the roads, and it's like, I'm like, seriously? It's April 11th, and I turn on the news, and, yeah, schools are closed, and, like, everything's closed. Not everything, but my company wasn't closed. But I was like, okay, guess I'm not going to work today after all. This is not going to ground me. I'm still having the sleep study tonight. I'm just... I'm like, what is this noise? I haven't heard this noise for years. I mean, I know what this noise is, but I don't live in a place where I usually hear this noise. I'm sure it'll let up, but I'm just... Well, while we wait this out, I need to finish getting my act together and pack up. I still haven't done any of that. There's not a whole lot that I need to pack up, but there's, like, some stuff. Of course, it is still
4:18 p.m. May 8, 2023.
I've got just over 2 hours, so I'm not too worried. But watch me take that attitude until like an hour and a half, and then I'm like, oh crap, I gotta really get my shit together here. Nah, I'll just... Hopefully next time I turn this on, we'll be closer to like getting there, or even like it'll be time to get going. But I just had to vlog that. I wonder if I should wear my boots or shoes. I mean, what is the weather?
Currently, it's 63 degrees Fahrenheit with showers. Tonight, you can expect clouds with a low of 46 degrees.
This ain't no shower, hey lady. This is a thunderstorm. I guess you're not programmed to say thunderstorms, but unless you're reading it in a book or something, but it's getting closer and closer to that time. I think my vlogging camera will fit in the... Even if it doesn't, I've always got vlogging camera, so-called vlogging camera, what I call a vlogging camera. I've always got some kind of an MP3 recorder. Even if I don't use this specific one, I will be able to vlog if I can. I think I've got everything. The only thing I haven't done is I don't actually have. I've got all my medications, an actual printed list of what they exactly all are. That I don't have. I mean, I would have to compile one, and I'd be freaking guessing at spellings. I mean, I guess I could get. I've got 40 minutes. I suppose is it that important? I know it was on the list of things, but. Oh, before I forget, this ride is going to be one of those rides where a radio plays the entire time, and that's fine with me, but I am not comfortable vlogging with that. So the next thing you hear might just be at the hospital, or at maybe at home after the hospital. I don't know. I call it a hospital. The truth is it's a quote-unquote sleep lab. You might be going, what's the difference? It's a sleep lab at a hospital. Well, there's a difference in the sense that they make it clear it's an outpatient procedure. There's not actually nurses there. There's technicians. There's people who are prepared to deal with a sleep apnea emergency. But there's not nurses in the sleep lab itself. Not that, God forbid, if something happened that was out of their league, they couldn't rush me over to the actual hospital. I'm sure they could if they had to. I'm going to choose to believe that they're not going to have to. I mean, I'm in pretty good health apart from this sleep menace that has me going into this procedure to begin with. But, I guess the hospital is the hospital. The sleep lab is the sleep lab. Apparently there's a big-ass difference. So it's pretty unlikely that you'll hear any of the actual ride over. I mean, sometimes I'll try to divide vlog scenes with vehicle noise, to symbolize that, yeah, we took a ride. If this guy drives like he usually drives, that won't be happening. Actually, I think I'll just take my vlogging camera. It's so small. I can stick it in my coat pocket. I feel like I'm overpacking a little bit. This is a 12-hour thing, and I've got this. And of course the Braille sense out there. And, stuff. But, I feel like these are things that I would rather have and not need than need and not have. And I guess I can do a little bit more running around, do what I can to produce this list. She says, can you tell I really don't want to do this? Can't I just take out the meds and say, here's what they are? I bet that's not the big deal I'm making it, but I'll see if I can pull one together. And then we'll be headed out.
My health medications, Google Chrome.
There we go. Okay. For 4 medications, I don't know why it's 2 pages, but... Well, between this and the bottles of meds, they should be satisfied.
Applying free access offer.
Title is My Health Medications Google Chrome F4. Desktop. Folder view list view. Google Chrome. 6 of 29. To move the items, use the arrow keys. To edit the selected item, press F2.
Okay. I called Ira. I printed out the silly med list. Between the bottles of medication and this, I think I will satisfy my need to have the list. I've got a lot of bags, but they're not that heavy. This is the lightest backpack I think I've had in a long time. Lunch bag that could really stand to be zipped. That mostly has snacks and charging cords for stuff in case I need to charge stuff. But I probably won't because... Hello? Hi. Okay, I'll be right there. Bye. Quit. I probably don't need all these charging cords, especially when my whole, like, if something's not being used, it's being charged. Even when it is being used, it's being charged. When I'm not out and about, stuff is being charged. But, again, I would rather need a charging cord and have it. I would rather have a charging cord and not need it than need it and not have it. Because if a battery dies, it's like, fuck, now what? So I brought more than what I need to avoid that. And now I am going to leave because my ride is officially here. And even though it's not a door-to-door transit that ditches you after 5 minutes, I'm not going to make him wait longer than he has to. And I think the rain has let up, and I'm gonna... The thunderstorm has definitely let up. I'm probably gonna... Well, I am gonna just wear my shoes. That's what I've got on right now, and I'm not gonna take the time to change. I don't think I need to. I wouldn't know if I did, but I don't think I will. Hi, doggy. Bye, doggy. I wonder if that dog always gets that wrapped up with somebody walking past. Or maybe it was something else that sent him crazy, him or her. Well, the thunderstorm let up, but I guess it's still raining. Oh well. Hello, I'm scheduled for a sleep study.
That's okay.
So I get here and all that stuff they said to bring, insurance card, ID, medication list, they didn't end up needing any of that. The admissions clerk had it all on file. I guess it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. That's what I said about everything else I packed here. But anyway, I'm checked in, and now we're just kind of waiting for the sleep lab to open. I got here a little bit early. I don't remember if she said to be here at 7 or... I know she said things were gonna kind of get rolling at 7:30. It's 7:09. It's 7:09 now, so I've still got a while to wait. It's an outpatient procedure, but you've still got this armband around your arm, this patient ID band thing. Okay, so I'm here, and the person just talked to me for a little while. We talked about, like, how things would happen. You know, a visual vlog would probably, at this point, probably they would just do what I'm doing. And then probably somewhere along the line, like, once, I'm still not hooked up to anything yet. Once I am hooked up to something, I guess I'll try to describe it as much as possible. At that point in a visual vlog, the vlogger would be like, we got this thing, we got that thing, you know, they'd be showing it off, like literally pointing the camera at whatever. I'll try to describe it as best as possible. I just know there's going to be a lot of wires. She said everything's going to be connected to, I guess, like a data recorder box kind of thing. And, yeah. There's nothing else to say right now. We're just kind of we're kind of waiting for the right time to, get things going.
7:46 p.m.
It's 7:46. She said probably around, what'd she say, 8:40 is when things will start, when the actual data collection preparation will start. Or did she say at 9:40? Yeah, I'm forgetting what I heard just 15 minutes ago or less. I think she said around 9:40 is when we'll actually want to start, like, relaxing and hoping the body will actually give in to sleep. But it's not just hope. I've got a couple of medications to, like, one prescribed by my sleep doctor and one that I'm taking in the first place that tends to put me to sleep to begin with. It doesn't keep me asleep throughout the night, which is why we're here. And between the two of those, I would hope that I just crash out so that they can get all the information that they need. Okay, so we had some consent forms to sign, and, you know, I don't know if I'm going to be, you know, we're going to get me set up, and then I don't know if I'm going to want to vlog or not. There's going to be, she read through them all, and now I'm like, whatever. There's going to be, obviously, like a finger thing to monitor saturation. There's going to be stuff like monitoring breathing, heart rate, heart. I won't be on a full-on heart monitor. Well, I probably will, but it won't be like, you won't actually hear it if I vlog during the actual monitoring. I don't even know if they'll hear it. But, you know, they'll be monitoring a lot of things. And they're kind of going to be creating a vlog of their own, except it's not a YouTube kind of vlog. It's this is what we see and hear over the night, throughout the night. This is what sleep apnea or sleep disorder of unknown origin That's what I'm going to call it, since I have no idea what the hell's wrong with me. I mean, I've got an idea of what it might be, but I really don't know what it is. Here's what sleep disorder of unknown origin as of now looks like and sounds like. And here's what sleep disorder of unknown origin caused. Here's what she's doing. Here's what the data shows, like her vitals, the body, you know, whatever. Meanwhile, here's what we're hearing and seeing in the room. All of that combined equals, it's likely sleep apnea, or it's likely not sleep apnea. It's likely this thing that she never even imagined she had, didn't even know about, has never heard of maybe even. But yeah, we've seen this before. Or yeah, we definitely know what this is now that we've seen it. Let's diagnose her and get treatment started. Whatever it is, it's not just non-24. I'm convinced. And the whole purpose of tonight is to find out what it is. The mission will not be accomplished altogether by tomorrow. They're gonna collect a whole buttload of data and then go through it, interpret it, and send the information to my doctor, who will contact me, and then I'll finally find out what it is. My hope is that by the time I go on vacation in, 6 weeks, 7 weeks? 8th. By 2 months from tonight, I will have returned from the vacation. I won't have returned to work, even if I am still working at my current job by then. That will be on the 10th, but I will be back in my town of residence. And my hope is that before I go, 7 weeks from now, I'll have my answer. Even if it's not 100% cured, I'll at least know what I'm walking around with and what I'm fighting to stay awake through. So, I will talk to you later. As the person was telling me, like, what to bring, she was going through it, and then she was like, you know what, do you want me to just email you a copy of this? But before she did that, she's like, you know, our pillows aren't the greatest, so if you want to bring one of your own. You know, I ended up not having room to pack a pillow. I mean, I probably could have if I had really wanted to bad enough. But I was like, I bet the way my sleep just happens, I bet it won't be a pillow that'll keep me awake. These pillows are fine. I mean, they're not like rocks in a pillowcase. They're not. I mean, I don't know if they're luxury, but they're not god-awful either. I can easily fall asleep on this. Especially with the medications that are going to be running through me, keeping my body asleep for as long as I could and dang well need to. But, yeah. There are probably nicer pillows out there, but this one's good enough for me. Certainly for one night, but it's not bad. In my opinion, it's not bad. So it's actually going to be about 9 when things start really rolling. We get the monitoring equipment set up and, like, get underway. Okay, I am connected to all this stuff. I said something earlier about describing it. I don't know if I can. At some point later, I might go back and review what I got and, like, try to explain some stuff. But basically, there's wires all over. there's this thing, I think it's monitoring airflow, like, I think it literally is in my nose, hanging down a little bit. Obviously I won't be eating it, but I think it's like hanging down like that. There's things like all over head monitors, face monitors. There's a chest belt and a tummy belt to monitor breathing, I think. And there's leg monitors to like keep an eye on what kind of leg movements happen. And all of these ones on the head are monitoring, I think, primarily brain waves to see what stage of sleep you're in. Yeah, she told me all of it, but I don't know how much of it I retained. Besides, now I'm on, like, literally a sleep medication I don't usually take. So I might be kind of out of it right now. Which, as far as I'm concerned, whatever it takes to get enough sleep for them to be able to find out everything they need to find out, whether it's sleep apnea or something else, it's time to confront it. Face it for what it is. And find out what it's going to take to fix it. And yes, I am whispering because people are listening to me. We've got a microphone on to monitor snoring if that happens, which I think it does. And yeah. So I think I'm going to call this the end of tonight's part of the vlog. Not necessarily the vlog, but I'm not going to be vlogging all night. I'm going to just turn this off now and let things happen as they're going to happen. I keep yawning. I hope I end up falling asleep sooner than later. Okay, it's the next day at like 6:05, I can't just ask a lady what time it is. I'll have to, but I do have my phone.
6:12 a.m.
It's 6:12. So, you know, maybe I'm still feeling the effects of the extra medication I took to, like, put myself to sleep. Would I have been able to get a whole 6 hours worth of sleep without it? I don't know. Not after the way I've been sleeping over the past few nights. But I also think I might still be feeling the effects of that. I might still be a little out of it, for lack of a better way to say it. I mean, I'm coming up with coherent sentences, but I don't know if now's the time to really talk about much. I can tell you that we have taken all of the monitoring stuff off. There's I must look awful. Well, I probably don't look that bad, but I mean, there's stuff, you know, they had to use like adhesive stuff, paste and tape and stuff to, like, put all of these wires on me that are connected to little monitors. Like, just the whole monitoring system is wires and computers, and they had to put different wires in different areas. I don't know if I said this last night. There were those all over my head, face, body, really. There were like wires either taped to me or put, they had to use this paste stuff. And we've got the wires off, but there's paste all over. Yeah, I think a good shower is in order when I get home. Which I fully expected. What else did I want to say? I will say that if you prefer to wear a hat or a hoodie or a bonnet or something like that when you sleep, if I was talking to somebody who had not been through this and telling them what to expect, I would tell you, if you like to wear a bonnet or some kind of head cover when you sleep, you're going to want to bring like a towel or something to wrap around your head before you put that on, because there's going to be paste all in your hair, and that stuff's going to get on the inside of the hoodie or the hat or the bonnet. So unless you're okay with washing your bonnet immediately, you're going to want to have something between the head full of pasty hair, literally pasty hair, and the thing that you want to wear. I actually think I'm going to call Ira and let them take a picture of me right now, and I will use that as the video for this for this Tunes to Tube based video. The audio is the MP3, the audio is everything that I'm putting together here. The picture is not that regular photo, it's this picture that I'm going to have Ira take of me, like, freshly out of a sleep study, paste all over the place, and I think those lab techs really are bound by, I think there are rules about what they can and can't talk about, because I just kind of generally asked, did anything come up? I never have anyone, like, watching me when I sleep. Did anything happen? Is there anything I might want to know? And she's like, well, it was a good study, good data quality. Things did come up, but the doctor will tell you about them. So, I think there's something going on, but I guess they're not permitted to discuss it. I guess that's obviously the doctor's place, and they are not to overstep that bound. So I'm looking forward to that call I'm going to get in the next 2 weeks from my sleep doctor's office saying, let's chat about the results of the study. And I'll be like, absolutely, let's chat it up. Let's tell me everything that you can. I want to know everything I can know. Okay, I am home, and I'm going to wrap up this vlog and then just kind of take it easy for the day. I deliberately took today off of work because I was like, I am not going to be in any condition to go straight from the procedure to work. And I wouldn't. There's paste gunk all in all in my hair, on my face. Like, I must be one heck of a sight. I do not want to show up to work like this, and I don't know that I'm able to give work my best. I know I did the right thing taking the day off, and I'm just gonna relax and get ready for the rest of the work week, because it's gonna have its challenges. I know tomorrow at least I have no rides. I have to get door-to-door transit, or is it the local dang cab company? Sometimes I feel like door-to-door transit isn't even worth calling. They can't give me service anyway. I mean, they can sometimes, but that's a whole separate conversation. It seems like 9 times out of 10 since I've moved here, I ask for one of their vehicles, and what I get the day of is a cab. I wrote this list of things I wanted to do today, and one of them was to call and find out what's behind that. The way I'm feeling right now, I don't know how productive today is going to be, and I'm not going to put a lot of pressure on myself to make it a productive day. It's about just taking time for myself. This hasn't been an ordeal, but taking a day of rest to be at my best for work tomorrow is the right thing to do. And that's what I want this to be. I'm not going to, like, force myself to, this isn't one of those days where, well, you're not working, so get your butt in gear and be doing something important. Well, I'm not going to hold myself to that standard today. I'm also not going to waste any more time talking about not much. So the next step is for me to, end this vlog, but for me to hear from the doctor's office. And I'm looking forward to hearing my doctor tell me what the results of the study were. I know that I don't have anything so severe that emergency intervention had to be made. Therefore, obviously maybe I've got a mild case of something, but I have something, I believe it. Non-24 doesn't do this by itself, I don't believe, and the problems are what they are. So we know what the problems are. Now the question is, what are they caused by, and how do we solve them? And those are questions that I'm going to have to vlog myself answering in other videos. Thank you for watching to this one, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.